What if I told you that the world's most successful people never say "I love you" the way most do? Not because they're cold or heartless, but because they understand something most people never will. That love isn't a feeling. It's a decision, a commitment, a silent discipline. Before you say "I love you" again, watch this video, because once you understand what it really means, you'll never say it the same way again. You've heard it, maybe even said it. "I love you." The words are powerful, heavy with meaning, but have you ever stopped to ask what they truly mean? Not in movies, not in songs, not even in how your parents might have defined them, but in reality. What is love beyond the romanticized fog of passion and desire? Before you say "I love you" again, you need to hear this. Chapter 1. The myth of the three words. We live in a culture that glorifies saying "I love you" as the ultimate emotional expression. Films tell us it's the climax of every relationship. Music tells us it's the chorus of our lives. But what if we've misunderstood love altogether? "I love you" has become a phrase thrown around in the early weeks of dating, in moments of insecurity or as a reflex. And yet many who say it have never paused to understand its weight. We say it hoping to feel secure, to lock someone in emotionally, to affirm a bond that may not yet exist in depth. The truth? Love is not words. It is not sentiment. Love is something deeper, quieter, and far more demanding. Chapter 2. Love as action, not declaration. Real love reveals itself in action, not in what is said, but in what is consistently done. The people who truly love you don't always say the words, but they show up when it's hard. They hold space for you when you're not at your best. They choose you even when it's inconvenient. Love is when someone listens without interrupting, when they stay in the room during your worst moments, when they protect your name in rooms you're not in. Love is presence. Love is sacrifice. Love is commitment in silence. The problem is that we've grown up with the idea that love is a feeling, but feelings are fleeting. Love is not what you feel in a moment. Love is what you do over time. Chapter 3. The trap of conditional love. Many of us were taught to love conditionally. "I love you if," or "I love you because." This is not real love. It's a transaction. It's saying, as long as you meet my expectations, you have my affection. But life doesn't work that way. People change. People disappoint. Real love is not based on conditions. It's rooted in commitment. If you only love someone when they are making you happy, that's not love. It's convenience. And here's the danger. If you say, "I love you," when you only mean "I like how you make me feel," then the moment that feeling fades, so does your love. And that's not love at all. That's dependency. Chapter 4. Emotional maturity and the meaning of love. You cannot understand love if you are emotionally immature. You must grow into it. Emotional maturity means realizing that love is not about possession. It's not about controlling another person or being controlled. It's not about drama or testing each other or making someone prove their love again and again. Mature love is quiet, confident, and rooted in reality. It understands that people are flawed, including you. And still, it chooses to stay, not because it has to, but because it wants to. Before you say "I love you," ask yourself, do I accept this person as they are, not as I hope they will become? Am I prepared to support them even when it's inconvenient? Can I still show up when the feelings aren't burning hot? If the answer is no, wait, grow first, then love. Chapter 5. The crisis of performative love. In a world of social media, we've created a culture of performative love. We post each other on anniversaries, write captions longer than novels, and call it proof of love. But performance is not love. The loudest declarations often hide the deepest insecurities. When someone truly loves you, they don't need to prove it to the world. They only need to prove it to you in how they speak to you in private, in how they show up when no one is watching. Before you say, "I love you," ask yourself, are you saying it because you feel it or because you want to be seen as someone who feels it? Chapter 6. Love is not a cure, it's a mirror. Many people enter relationships looking for someone to complete them, but love doesn't fix your wounds. It exposes them. If you are insecure, love will show you your fears of abandonment. If you are controlling, love will bring out your need for power. If you are codependent, love will make you addicted to validation, and that's why so many people run from love. Not because they don't want it, but because they don't want to confront themselves. Before you say, "I love you," ask, am I ready to be seen fully? Am I ready to be vulnerable, accountable, and real? Chapter 7. Real love is rare. Because real presence is rare, most people are looking for love. But few are willing to be love. We all want someone who sees us, hears us, understands us. But are we that person for someone else? Real love is about showing up over and over, even when it's boring, even when it's tough, even when you're tired or scared or angry. Love is not just about the highs, it's about who stays during the lows. It's not about the spark, it's about the fire that keeps burning after the storm. Chapter 8. The cost of love. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Love is expensive, not in money, but in effort, vulnerability, honesty, and time. You will have to unlearn selfishness. You will have to sit with discomfort. You will have to grow in ways you never expected. Love will demand everything from you. But it will also give you something far greater. A bond that cannot be shaken by life's chaos. But only if you're ready. Chapter 9. The silent language of love. Some of the most profound expressions of love are never spoken. They live in the small moments, the glance that says, "I see you," the quiet act of care when no one's looking, the shared silence that feels safer than words. There's a kind of love that doesn't chase attention. It simply is. It's the person who brings you food when you haven't eaten all day, who notices the pain you didn't talk about, who sits next to you, not needing to fix you, just wanting to be there. This is the love that rarely makes headlines, but it's the one people miss most when it's gone. Because it's felt, not performed, the world teaches us to love loudly. But sometimes the deepest love is a whisper. Chapter 10. Love doesn't always feel like love. This might sound strange, but it's one of the most important truths. Sometimes, real love doesn't feel like love at all. Why? Because real love doesn't always validate you. It challenges you. It's the friend who tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. It's the partner who sets boundaries, not to push you away, but to protect the relationship. It's the parent who says no, because their love is bigger than your temporary comfort. Too often, we confuse pleasure with love, as if someone loving us means they should never disagree, never upset us, never say no. But love is not compliance. Love is truth. Love is growth. Chapter 11. Love is a discipline. We think of love as spontaneous, something we fall into. But falling in love is easy. Staying in love, that takes discipline. It takes choosing your partner every day. It takes listening when you're tired, apologizing when you're angry, holding space when you feel empty. Love is a practice, like meditation, like faith, like art. And like anything worthy, it will test you. It will stretch your patience. It will force you to become bigger than your ego. Before you say, "I love you," ask, am I willing to practice love, not just feel it? Chapter 12. When love is a mirror of your wounds, there's a reason people say love brings up your deepest pain. Because when you let someone close, really close, they will touch parts of you that no one else does. Old wounds, childhood fears, buried insecurities. Sometimes you'll push them away, not because they did anything wrong, but because they touch something fragile inside you. And here's where many relationships fall apart. We blame the other person for the pain that love reveals, instead of healing what's been hiding within us. But the right person won't just make you feel good. They'll make you face yourself. Before you say I love you, ask, am I ready to be seen, to be vulnerable, to be broken open, not to be fixed, but to be known? Chapter 13. Love without ownership. We are conditioned to believe that loving someone gives us ownership of them. We say things like, "You're mine, I don't want to share you. If you loved me, you'd choose me every time." But this isn't love, it's fear in disguise. Real love allows freedom. Real love respects individuality. Real love does not shrink a person, it expands them. To love someone is not to cage them, but to create a safe place where they can be fully themselves, even when it's inconvenient, even when it threatens your ego. Possession is not proof of love. Presence is. Chapter 14. The danger of fixing. Love. We live in a self-help world where everything is fixable. But love is not a problem to solve. It is a relationship to tend. Sometimes what we call working on love is actually an attempt to control it, to make it fit our version of perfection. We try to fix people, reshape them, change them, because we're afraid they'll leave if we let them be as they are. But love is not fixing. It's witnessing. It's trusting. It's staying present even when it's uncomfortable. Not everything in love needs to be better. Sometimes it just needs to be held. Chapter 15. Saying I love you. Too soon. There's a psychological reason why saying I love you too soon can sabotage a relationship. Neuroscience shows that early declarations of love activate pleasure centers in the brain, creating an emotional high, but highs fade, and when they do, what's left is the real person, the reality, the flaws, the silence. If you say I love you before you've seen the shadow of the person, their insecurities, their habits, their imperfections, you're not loving them. You're loving the idea of them. You're loving the dream, not the truth. So wait. Wait until you've seen their anger, their quietness, their distance. And if you still feel love, that might be real. Chapter 16. The healing power of real love. Despite everything, despite how hard it is, how painful, how imperfect, love still remains the most healing force on earth. Not because it fixes you, but because it allows you to be you. Real love sees you, holds you, challenges you, reminds you that you are already enough, even as you grow. It is the gentle voice when you're being too hard on yourself, the strong presence when the world gets too loud, the quiet confidence that says, I'm here and I'm not leaving. When you experience love like that, you don't just feel loved, you feel safe, and that above all is what love is meant to be. Conclusion. Don't say it. Live it before you say, I love you. Understand this. Love is a verb. Love is presence. Love is responsibility. Love is patient growth, not instant gratification. If you're not ready to live love, don't say it. Don't use sacred words to fill a temporary void. And when you are ready, you may find you don't even need to say the words, because the right person will already feel it in how you show up day after day. If this made you think twice about what love really means, take a moment, reflect. Share this with someone who says, I love you, too easily or not often enough. And if you want more deep dives into the psychology of human connection, hit subscribe. We're just getting started.